It's me, Jackie Dukas, your greeting card critic, here on the Greeting Card Critic. I'm so honored you're spending just a little bit of your Independence Day with me, Jackie D. Now, Independence Day, if you ever, took a history class, it's sort of a moment where we say, we're getting away from the British. We don't want to be with yous no more. And you know what? It turns out even the British don't want to be with the British no more, right? So we've been right all these years. Can you believe it? Now, when I think of the 4th of July, I think of parades and I think of barbecues, right? Like hot dogs with the hamburger on it and the onions and mustard hot wieners. And I think watermelon, and I think a potato salad, all the wonderful things that make for good barbecue. And fireworks. And I think of greeting cards. But you know who's not thinking of greeting cards? The greeting card companies, if you can even imagine this. I looked everywhere, high and low, and I could not find what I think is a decent, patriotic, wonderful American 4th of July greeting card. So I did the unusual, and you're going to be surprised by this. I went to electronic cards. That's right, Jackie Dukas, greeting card critic. Normally, I'm not a fan of electronic cards. When I receive an electronic card from a friend or something, I think they're lazy. They didn't want to spend $3.99. They ain't got no stamps at home. And they don't have time to write a personalized message and get it in the mail on time. They thought about this 2 minutes ago, right? So I like to get a paper card, but sometimes you're desperate, like 4th of July, so you can send electronic cards. But make sure you still get that personalized message in. So I'm going to show you 2 cards today that will be a winner and a loser. Let's go now to our first card. Now this is a fun card because it's interactive. You touch the rocket and then zoom, it goes into the sky and becomes a firework. You keep touching them, they keep becoming fireworks. This is a wonderful alternative for families like the Dukas family. Fireworks are directly responsible for missing fingers in my family. My cousin Peter, every year he drinks too much beers, too much margaritas. He decides to go in the garage and light up some fireworks. One year he blew up his whole hands. Another year my Aunt Crystal, she brings in a sparkler, goes right up my hair. I still got the bald spot to prove it. And just like a stick of dynamite, zing, all the way up, my hair singed and gone. The wonderful thing I love about this card, though, is you can see at the end, it's got the American flag and bright, shiny lights. And it says, Happy 4th of July, a merry message, in sort of a Scooby-Doo font. Cute, right? But this card could be traumatic for families like the Dukases who have suffered by mishandling fireworks and losing fingers. Like for years, my cousin Peter would raise his hand in class and the teacher would think he was giving him the peace sign, but really that's the only 2 he had left. But it could have been worse. It could have been just the 1. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next card. This is an adorable card. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's sort of a celebration of all types, if you will. It starts out with some fun fireworks, boom, 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 happy red, white, and blue. And you can see you got dogs of different breeds and different colors and different sizes, different shapes. Even cats are involved. It's like a melting pot that America is representing. All types coming together to celebrate the nation. And it looks like they're in some kind of yoga mat or something. And at first I thought, this card is wonderful. It embodies everything it is to be part of America. But then I thought harder and thought, have you ever known a dog who liked fireworks? No. When a dog hears a firework, what do? They shit everywhere. Maybe that's why they got the yoga mats underneath. So this card ended up being disappointing for me. I'm giving it a D for dog and disappointing. All right, so those are our 2 cards today. You get to choose. Start voting. Which one do you like? I want to hear from Joey. I want to hear from Gio, Peter. And do me a favor right now, you guys. Right now. I want you to go to the bottom of this video. There's a little arrow there. I want you to press share. Because I want everyone to share what's happening, what we're doing together right now live on our 4th of July. And speaking of live, I am going to go to my mailbox because I know I've got a fan card from one of my carddies out there. And keep voting. I want to hear from you while I open this card. So, oh, this one is from Minnesota. That's far away. Very far away. And, I'm thinking about it, opening this card. You need all your fingers to open a card. So maybe the greeting card companies are onto something, not reminding people about the missing fingers on 4th of July by just having e-cards. Because you only need one finger or an accurate nose or chin to click on something. But I'm dying to open this card, so let me open it for you. Oh, well, this is kind of appropriate for our holiday. It says, friends are treasures, and it's 2 Native Americans. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing more American than Native Americans. You can see them here. They're enjoying a moment on a tree stump or something, and they're holding bunny rabbits and having butterflies flip-flopping around. It's very beautiful. You open it up and it says, friends are treasures tried and true. The best are good as gold like you. Oh, and it's a little religious, right? Which is very American for all of us. Very American to have some kind of psalm or something on a card. Now, I'm not saying you need to be religious in a card, but I'm saying if you're into that, 4th of July is a wonderful time to express that. This card, I think, could be our winner. We're going to put this in as number 3. I want to thank my friends from Minnesota for sharing this card. The Myries all the way in Minnesota. This is beautiful. I also want to point out what I love about this. It's got a glimmer. You see that on the outside? It looks like a picture frame. On the inside, it's still got the image, but it's glowing even more, right? Because that's what friendship does. It makes you glow from within and without. Also, there's a squirrel. And if you can make friends with a squirrel, you must have a gentle touch. So these 2 indigenous Native American girls, maybe it's like Sacagawea and Pocahontas, because they're good at touching animals. I think this is my winner. Also, you can't see this, so I'll show you. It's got an American flag on the back. I mean, how freaking American can you get? Thank you to the Myries. I think they just saved the 4th of July. All right, time is up. Yeah, Joey agrees with me about the dogs. Rosalie, thank you for joining. You also agree with me. Well, it looks like we got a winner then. Our winner is not either of my e-cards. It's the friendship card, because friendship is what America is all about. Yes. All right. Well, I want to thank all of you for spending just a few minutes with me. Now, I want you to go out and I want you to enjoy your fireworks, enjoy your parades, eat as much Otter Pops and s'mores as you can, but be safe out there. Yes? Because we don't need any more missing fingers or singed hair with bald spots. Next week, I'm going to give you a little teaser. Next week, the temperatures are getting hot for the greeting card critic. So I am going to feature cards that have hot and sexy people on them. Sexy people cards. Cards that have a handsome man with a shirt off and the muscles, or a hot babe in a bikini. These are the kind of cards that are usually humorous, with the hot person on them, and usually people who receive these cards, sexy people cards, if you get a sexy people card, it's probably because you're not a sexy person. That's what's funny about it. Usually sexy people cards go to ugly people. If you've ever received a sexy people card, don't worry, there's hope. You can, go to the gym on the treadmill, or you can go to a dermatologist, or you can wear a paper bag on your head, whatever you need to do. But next week, we're going to look at some sexy people cards. So share, like, follow, friend, send me around. We're going to keep sharing the happy messages of greeting cards. We need it on today, an American holiday, more than ever. Thanks for joining. I'm Jackie Zukas, your green card critic. Thank you all so much for coming. Jennifer Smith, Jacqueline Newcomb, Joey, all of yous. Mwah. Good night.